Am I the asshole for telling my coworker he should teach his daughter tact? I, 32 female, work in an office with my coworker, Ken, 40 male, who has a daughter, Esme, 15 female. Ken and I are friendly. We've worked together for a few years now, and over the last year, maybe I've been trying to open the door with something romantic. I was being very obvious, but it never went anywhere, and I thought that it was because he was clueless. A few weeks ago, Esme came with Ken's dad to bring lunch to Ken. It was sweet. She was polite to everyone in the office, including me. They visited for about half an hour before I went to take my lunch. I always come in and ask Ken if he wants to join me for lunch, and I knew his visitors were leaving soon, so I did the same as always. He said no, which is no big deal. Sometimes he says no, sometimes he says yes. I asked him if he was sure, and he said he was. And I asked, "Are you sure you're sure?" Sort of teasingly. His daughter speaks up and says, "He said he's sure." And things got a little awkward. No one said anything, but Ken and his dad looked shocked. I said I was just asking, and she told me to take a hint, and then Ken finally told her to stop. She said, quote, "It's not my fault she doesn't understand at her big age." I ended up crying. That's so funny. I ended up crying, and we didn't talk for a while, and I steered clear. Last week, I finally talked to him about it. He apologized, and we talked a little more openly about stuff. Ken hadn't dated since his divorce 11 years ago, and he didn't plan to. He said he had been happily uninvolved. After some clarification, he meant 100% completely celibate, and he didn't want that to change anytime soon, if ever. Didn't think people still did that nowadays. He told me he knows I'm interested, but he didn't return the feelings. We were okay, it was an adult conversation and all went well. This is where things turned sour. I told him I understood, I apologized for pushing, and I asked him why his daughter treated me the way she did. He apologized, but he said she was protective of his choices and she knew that he was not interested in anyone, and he had expressed his discomfort around my flirting to his family. I told him that still wasn't validation for how she spoke to me, and that he needed to teach her tact, as ultimately I am someone being rejected by the person I had feelings for. She should have been polite and treated me with empathy. It was like his mood changed on the spot. He starts talking about how he prides himself on being a single father and raising a strong, intelligent daughter. I apologized immediately for offending him and said I just felt that she was brash. He ended the conversation and we hadn't spoke since. I've noticed some people giving me the cold shoulder. Finally, I asked a friend what was up, and she told me that some people thought it was wrong of me to have said what I said to Ken. I left it alone and figured it would blow over, but I've had this nagging stomach ache since then. I think part of me is looking for reassurance, or maybe just laying it out in front of me to clear my head. I think I just need an outsider's perspective. Am I the asshole?
Yeah. I mean, okay, first off, tact, T-A-C-T. Even the descriptive words I don't understand.
What does it say?
Adoritness.
What is that? Adroitness?
Adroitness. Okay, which is clever or skill. Adroitness and sensitivity in dealing with others or difficult issues is what tact means.
Tact.
It's like, yeah, you're like be tactful. I've heard that before.
The inspector broke the news to me with tact and consideration. Okay, so be sympathetic. Have some empathy.
Yeah.
Is what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
God damn. So, I mean, okay, first off, you did it one too many times. He said he was sure. First off, let's rewind. They visited for lunch, and as they were eating with him, you came in and said, "Do you want to come take lunch with me?" Are you fucking
Girl
Delulu?
is really shooting her shot,
Holy man, you've been throwing yourself at him. He's been letting it down. Okay. Leave him alone. Come back tomorrow. Try again tomorrow. Come back to your antics the next day. He's literally eating lunch with me. No fucking shit, he doesn't want to go to you. So not only did you ask it once, okay, you already know the answer is going to be no. So if you want to flirt with him in front of these people, you do it.
His daughter.
One time. You come in and you say it once because you always say it every day. You don't go, "I did the same as I always did." He said no, which is no big deal. Sometimes he says yes. I asked if he was sure, and he said he was. 2. And then I asked, "Are you sure you're sure?" Number 3. Good on the daughter for finally sticking up. Yo, he's fucking take a hint, bud.
Take a hint.
Take a
How
hint.
embarrassing.
If you absolutely should not have said it, but if you were, it would have been a max of one shot, and you went 3 times. So the daughter's sitting there like, oh my God, not only did she do it once, she shouldn't have done it at all, but okay, I'll let her go away with once. And then 2, it's like, oh my God, is she going to leave sooner than 3? You're like, that's it. Get out. I've had enough. Leave us alone.
I love this for her because, sorry, for the daughter.
I love this for the daughter too. Like, good job for like knowing when to tell people to fuck off.
Telling people no.
Yeah.
Like, this teaches them, because I feel like a lot of girls grow up being taught like to be polite and
don't
like,
make them angry.
Especially when it comes to men. Like, that's just kind of like the consensus that we all have is like, even when we're like denying being interested in someone, it's always like,
you gotta let them down
I have
nicely.
a boyfriend.
Yeah.
When you don't have a boyfriend.
We have fragile egos as a society of men. We are fragile.
Yeah. So this is just like like good on her, because she is saying like no means no.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying it how it is. And I'm so glad that she's learned that. At 15 years old, that's really hard.
Yeah, strong.
Because she's young. Like, that is really young to me. So
good job.
Good on her, man. Like,
good. Stick
up for your dad.
Literally.
She will not take your shit.
Fuck no.
I want to be her friend.
Sounds good.
Top comment. Your description of your actions was actually uncomfortable to read. He has clearly indicated that he was not interested in a romantic relationship with you, yet you were pushy about going to lunch during a time he was focusing on a family visit. Your comments about his daughter were icing on the cake relative to being rude and dismissive.
That's
You're the asshole.
Anytime someone like gets snapped back at, then they cry wolf. And they're like, why are you being so mean to me? When somebody like stands up for themselves, I feel like this is like another Karen tactic.
Yeah.
Like, why are you being so mean to me? Why'd you push me back after I shoved you? Why'd you retaliate against me? Yeah, be nice to me.
Yeah, it's like Taylor Swift's Mad Woman. It's a song about you poked that bear until the claws come out.
Yeah.
And you push them into a corner, and you're wondering why they react the way they did when you made them react that way.
Yeah.
You need to take accountability for that.
It's like walking up behind a horse, slapping it on the ass, and then you're confused why you got kicked.
What?
What are you saying? Like, don't mess with the bear. You walk up behind a horse, you stand behind his butt, and you whack it on the butt.
Why would you whack a horse's butt?
Sometimes it sends them running, to like send it running. And then don't be surprised when it kicks back at you.
Is that a thing? Do people...
Only dumb people. People who actually know horses and ranch and stuff, they don't. But how do you think we get the horses to go fast? We whip them.
I don't like that.
Have you seen a cowboy like walk into a saloon in the old movies and like they make that clanking noise as they walk in?
No. Clanking?
Like on their feet, their steps, like click, click, clank, clank.
Okay.
Cowboy. And they got like the little like diamond stir thing on the back of their boot. Cowboys?
I don't know what you're talking about now.
You've never like cowboy movies. They got
what's
this like
the silver thing that you're talking about?
There's always a silver thing with like a star that like spins on the back of their boot at the bottom of their heel, like behind their heel, like it extends out behind their foot, attached to their cowboy boots.
No.
I forget what they're called, but they're stirs. I think maybe I don't know, but like when they put their feet into the side of the horse to giddy up, it
hurts them.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't like that.
It's how cowboys are. Well, I don't know how much they are like that anymore, but that's how they used to be. Yeah, it's sad.
Every time like we see horses and stuff on TV, it like, I don't know, it makes me sad. Like, I feel like we shouldn't be using animals like that.
Yeah, you should walk everywhere. If you were born 100 years ago, 200 years ago.
No, but like even in The Last of Us.
Do you know what? Oh, sure. Yeah, the two people on the horse. Do you know what a bridle is?
Me.
No. I think it's bridle. I don't know. A bit. They put a metal bit. So that there's the harness that goes around their head. When you ride them, you put a metal bit that goes from side to side that goes inside their mouth. And then when you pull on the reins, you know how people have reins on the back of the horses?
Yeah.
That pulls on a metal piece inside their mouth. And that's how you steer the horse, because you pull to
I
one
don't
side
like
or the
that.
other. No matter what, the spurs might be gone, but no matter what, every single person riding a horse is going to have a bit in the horse's mouth.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
I have no interest in ever doing that.
Trace is out on the horseback riding.
No, because like
when you're nice to your horse and stuff, it doesn't hurt them. But it you know, you're still putting a metal piece in their mouth to ride them.
Yeah, I even hate when I see like dogs with the leash around their mouth. I hate that.
A muzzle?
No, but it's a leash.
Oh, okay.
Like when the leash is around their mouth.
Yeah, I hate seeing it too, but you know what I hate more? Getting bit.
I know, I guess.
Let me know when you get bit by a dog. You know what it feels like.
I just like, it makes me sad. Like,
makes me sad too, but I'm just like, hey, I'm happy he's not biting me at this moment, so
I guess. Just like, I don't know.
You don't know?
Let the animals live.
Let them live, guys.
Can we just
let them eat? Let them cook.
Okay.
Back to me?
Yep.
Okay.
Seems like there's a trend in all these stories.